Hello everybody, today I'll show you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. So first let's look at the basics of it. There are these center pieces here which will never move no matter what you try to do. And there are yellow, green, orange, blue, white and red center pieces. We observe that yellow is opposite to white, red is opposite to orange, blue is opposite to green. So we also have edge pieces here which have two colors in them, and there are 12 such pieces, 4 over here, 4 over here and 4 in this middle layer. And finally there are corner pieces over here which have 3 colors in them, and there are 8 such pieces, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And the method I'm going to use in this video is called as CFOP and abbreviates to cross, F2L, OLL, PLL. Cross is where you'll get the entire white cross or plus to be done, and then F2L means first two layers, and that's where you'll bring all the white corners in the correct place as well as these edges here in the middle layer. And next what we do is OLL, and that is orient last layer. You get all yellow pieces facing up. And finally we do PLL, which is permute last layer, and that is where you'll get all of the yellow pieces in their correct place. So now for making the cross, what we're going to do is the daisy, and that is where you'll get all the white edges surrounding the yellow center. Basically, a daisy is a flower which has a yellow center and white petals. And so we can get all these edges like this. As of the first stage, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to get all the pieces in the correct place at the first go. And now what we must do is the cross, and that is where you'll align pieces with its center by rotating this layer. And we see blue and blue are aligning. So what we must do is send this layer down so that it touches the white center. And we do the same for red as well, since that was aligning as well. And finally we see green, so we send this down as well. And finally we send the orange one down as well. So now the cross is complete. Now we move on to F2L. The first stage is get all the white corners in their correct place, and this is white, red and blue, so that goes over here. So we send that away, bring this down, bring this back here and take it up. And same way, this is white, orange and green, and that comes over here, and we do the same thing, but of course in a slightly different way. And for the last two corners we repeat the same thing, and this one as well, which is white, orange, blue, and that goes over here, and we send it up. So now the first layer is done. We can rotate it so that it's facing down. So now we need to look for edges which do not have a yellow in them. So for example, this one, which is orange and green, we need to keep rotating this layer until it's aligned to its center, like green and green. And then we must see where is it going, like should it go towards the left or the right. Here we see it's going to the right. So if in case it's going to the right, rotate the cube so that the edge is on the right side. And do this algorithm: R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime. So if we try to find that edge, it's here and it is also in its place. And here red and blue is the edge, and red are matching, and this time it has to go on the left. So again rotate it so that it's on the right side, and do a different algorithm: R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R, U, R. And you can do the same thing for the other two edges as well, by seeing where they go. And then sometimes by mistake you may do it in a wrong way, like they are just flipped around instead of being correctly aligned. So there's another algorithm which you can follow for solving that problem, and that is like this: R, U2, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U, F prime, U prime, F. So we have the F12 done as well. So this is all for today's video. I'll explain about OLL and PLL in the next video. So keep an eye out for that and subscribe so that you won't miss it. So bye everyone. Have a good time.